Cassie Jane is requested a message from Grandpa R, whoever that is, and Grandma Mary. I thought we'll try Grandma Mary because we don't know who R is. We don't know who R is. So sorry if it's only got R on the gravestone. I'm sorry, but that's abysmal, absolutely disgraceful. But laughing and joking apart, because it isn't funny if you haven't got a proper name, is it? But of course we refer to people like that. But either way, laughing and joking apart, I thought we'll do Grandma Mary because we know Grandma Mary and we know who to call. If I just said Grandpa R, anybody's Grandpa R might turn up, and that's not going to be much good in the grand scheme of things. So we'll give these cards a shuffle here. These are mediumship cards, of course, and each card has a pre-written message on it or phrase, doesn't it? And then spirit, in this particular case Grandma Mary's spirit, will manipulate the cards as we shuffle, and we just simply ask, Spirit of Grandma Mary, we ask for your presence. Commune with us, Grandma Mary, through these cards and move among us. Spirit of Grandma Mary, we ask for your presence. Commune with us, Grandma Mary, through these cards and move among us. Spirit of Grandma Mary, we ask for your presence. Commune with us, Grandma Mary, through these cards and move among us. Blessed be to Grandma Mary in your divine presence. And just before we start, we cut the deck, and that's where Grandma Mary has allowed us in, and is now present. And I just want to thank you, Grandma Mary, for your presence. I want to thank you for your time, for your energy, and for your love, and for the message there that you brought for your granddaughter, no doubt there. So let's see what we've got here. I normally, whatever normal is, so sat in on the washing machine or something maybe, but whatever normal is, I normally draw 3 cards minimum. In the sense, beginning, middle and end of message. That's how I do it. If you do something different, that's how you do it. I'm sure the booklet and the cards tell you to do something else, but that's just how I do it. And we'll just flip the card here nice and slowly, not to disturb the energy, just to see what the first thing Grandma Mary wants to say. Now, it may be word for word, or we may have to paraphrase it. It's the sort of thing she wants to say. But she's just saying, my death was painless. Please don't worry or hold on to guilt. I always think of that one, and I always say this, but I always think of that one as the point of my death, or the moment of my death was painless. The moment of transition, when I crossed over to the Summerlands, that was the painless part. And I don't want you to worry about maybe, oh God, did we call a bloody ambulance, you know, or why didn't I tell her to see the doctor? You know, why didn't I tell her to keep taking that medication, or even stop taking it if it was not doing it, or whatever it was. I just never turned up on time. I just never bloody got there quick enough. If I'd have got there earlier, I could have called the doctor, or could have helped her up off the floor, or wherever it was. I don't know what the cause of the passing over was, but as an example. So it's that sort of thing. So there's no need to feel guilty about that, because at the point of her crossing, it was a painless thing, and of course she went to love. You go to love, don't you? That's what it says. When you cross over. So let's just see what the next card is, or the next part of the message that Grandma Mary wants to convey. Oh, I'm just a thought away. So all you got to do is literally think about me and I'm there. It's instant telepathy, isn't it, really, Mary? Your granddaughter there can just think about you and straight away you're there. Just a thought away, literally. But it is the mind that sees and the mind that hears and the mind that thinks. Or, in my case, if you smell burning rubber, you know something's going on. But laughing and joking apart there, it is the mind that sees. I mean, the eyes themselves don't see. It's the mind that picks up the stimuli from the environment, just like the ears hear or whatever. So that's how spirit communicates. It's the mind that sees spirit as well, isn't it? As well. It's just that we use other tools as opposed to using our eyes or ears or whatever that we've got there on board the good ship there. We can use other, and I suppose these tools, these are a sort of way other than the mind communicates via it, and we just we're creating ourselves some eyes with cards or ears or whatever to hear them or whatever. But either way, in this particular case, we just got in there that I'm always focused on the black clouds, as if you're up on the hill or whatever it is, looking down on into the valley or whatever it is, and there's black clouds or there's a mist or something, more a fog, isn't it? So although you might not see me clearly through the mist, I'm just a thought away. You've got to just think about me. And I'm there anyway, regardless of whatever things are in the way or the obstacles are in the way, or the people's opinions or whatever it is that's in the way of making contact yourself. As if Grandma Mary's, as if you're saying you're big enough and bloody ugly enough, do it yourself. But laughing and joking apart, let's just move on just for the next card and just see what else. Oh, just a bit of news for you there. As you could say, she's just saying I was met by so many loving people. So she is in love then. So you bathed in love, and she met so many loving people. Grandpa R as well. And I don't know if she was. Why I said that, I don't know. I don't know if Grandpa R was the first one to go. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. If not, then don't worry about it. But either way, I was met by so many loving people, and they probably met me as well. But either way, I want you to know that I'm bathed in love, and there is a welcoming committee. Delay the inevitable, of course, but there is a welcoming committee for you as well, like there was for me. So it looks as though they're all organised. When we say up there, of course, up in heaven or whatever, we don't really mean physically up. Of course, up is the heavens, isn't it, the sky, but up in heaven is more of a transcendence, not an ascendance thing. We get mixed up, don't we, because Jesus ascended to heaven. He didn't, he ascended to the heavens because he was taken up in a spacecraft or whatever. Or so you could argue. Whereas when you ascend to heaven, you transcend. You go up into another dimension. So it's not going up and when you go when you're at school and you go up to the next level or the next grade or class or whatever. It's that going up. So we're going up into another dimension, of course. I suppose physically or spiritually as well. But you transcend to heaven and ascend to the heavens. That's why you can say if you believe in, maybe Grandma Mary did believe in that. It's just coming out that we're talking about that because her energy's here and she believed that we aren't the only ones in the universe. But either way, she's not the only one there now with the rest. And she's just saying, I was met by those. I want to pull another card. I just one more. I think I normally do two, so we've got an odd number. I don't know why an odd number. I just feel unicorn. That's that's been coming up a lot today, hasn't it? A unicorn there, but just indicating she's just saying as a soul I can be in several places at once because I'm not in the sort of the physical three-dimensional world anymore. So I can be with you watching television, and I can be with Uncle John in the garden or whatever it is, or your daughter, or your or whoever, your sister or brothers or whoever, and be with somebody else on the computer, on the iPhone, and down in the bar or whatever. So I'm everywhere at once, because we've thrown off the 3 dimensions. So I can be watching over you and watching over everybody else at the same time. And that's, I suppose, why the unicorn is used, because you're often referred to as magic, isn't it, usually? So maybe that's just just to imply the magical side. Okay, we'll pull another one, because I want an odd number. I don't know if it's OCD or what it is. Well, Grandma Mary there, I don't know if it's OCD, but we'll just let you say something else. You've got to know it's beautiful where I am. Okay, joke's on me. Right, have it. So, okay, it's beautiful where I am. I was met by so many loving people. Of course, remember, don't blame yourself or whatever. The point of my death was painless. So don't worry or hold on to guilt. I'm just a thought away. You've only got to think about me there, and I'm right there. And just know that I was met by so many loving people, and that as a soul I can be in several places at once. So just watch out. But nevertheless, it's beautiful where I am. I want you to know that, so I'm doing okay. And I think that's really all you needed to know, isn't it, Aunt Mary? It's because I had a great Aunt Mary, of course, I'm thinking of. But either way, Grandma Mary, send me regards to my great Aunt Mary, if you're there, Mary, quite contrary. So we'll leave it at that then, if you can do that for me. I mean, if you can't, I'll do it myself when I pop off over there myself. But while we're all busy delaying the inevitable, I want to just thank you there, Grandma Mary, for your message, and we'll just gather Grandma Mary's message there, and just put it in a little neat pile there, and then we'll just say that love is the law. The love that you were met by there, of course. Love, and that you bathed in. Love is the law, love is the bond. Merry did we meet, merry do we part. And until next time, Grandma Mary, merry may we meet again. And we just place the rest of the deck on top of Grandma Mary's message, as if to place Grandma Mary back to rest, and until the next time we have a word, maybe. But just for now, blessed be to Grandma Mary and all absent friends.